Yes, now to talk about today's announcement is Mobile Mayor Sam Jones.
Mayor, we want to thank you so much for joining us today. Certainly wish we had better news.
Well, you know, it's disappointing. It was very disappointing, especially since the community has been through this twice. We actually won the competition in 2008. The GAO found some flaws in the Air Force grading procedures and actually voided the contract. Secretary Gates ordered it, rebid it, and that's the process we were in. But we've been into this since 2004, so it's been a long road for the community and for all of us. So while it was devastating, you know, we know when you go into competition, you can either win or lose. So we work other projects. We have a lot of other projects working right now, so we're not discouraged, but we are very, very disappointed. But, you know, I think that we have to look back at 2008 when this competition was taken away from us. We won ThyssenKrupp, the largest economic development project in the history of the United States. And then after that, we just got the Austal contract with 2,000 jobs. And this one was one that we really, really were dependent on. But I think that you'll see us move forward and win other competitions, and we still have prospects that we're working with.
Now, do you think this is over now? Or do you think there'll be an appeal or a
It will
protest?
depend on what happens after the debriefing with EADS. When they look at what factors was determine the contract award to Boeing, then I think they will make a decision at that point. The one thing that I was very proud of is they said that if there was a shortcoming in the proposal, it certainly had nothing to do with the city of Mobile, with Brooklyn. Brooklyn infrastructure is still there. There are a lot of people still interested in it. And we're really not finished talking to EADS. So, you know, there are a lot of other things on the table, and we'll work those and move forward. So I would hope that our community will still remain positive. I know that it's hard to do, this devastation, but we'll move past this and we'll do well.
One of the comments I thought was rather interesting was when William Lynn came out and said that Boeing was the clear winner. But when you consider the fact that Boeing's not going to have a new plane issued until 2017, whereas EADS was prepared to present one in 14 months, how can you make such a grand statement?
I think it has to do with the criteria that they had listed in the proposal. While you can deliver it earlier, if the proposal allows for 2017, and they meet the criteria of the proposal. And we'll see what happens with the debriefing, and I think some decision will be made at that point. But in any case, you know, I think two great American cities competed. One was going to win, one was going to lose. If it was based on the merits of the competition, if it was judged fairly, and they won because they had the best product and the best price, then we need to move on. If it wasn't, then we need to actually plot our next step. Right.
Senator Shelby said only Chicago politics could tip the scales in favor of Boeing's inferior plane. Do you think that played a role in this?
You know, I really don't know because, as I said earlier, there has not been a debriefing. We first need to look at the merits. And if the merits didn't tip the scale, then Senator Shelby may have a point.
Well, Mayor Jones, we want to thank you so much for spending some time with us. You were just at the convention center where this announcement was heard, and a bit of a surprise for you and for a lot of people at home, too, tonight.
A very big surprise, but I would just ask our community not to get discouraged. We're certainly not quitters, and we're going to win.
All right. Thank you very much, Mayor.
Thank you.
Be right back.